What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And today the market is crashing and we nailed a good one. Check it out. Well, guys, today was a really good day in chat. We nailed really good trade on SPY put options. But more importantly than that, it was all about being a diverse trader. If you were just like trading penny stocks and that's all you knew how to do and that's all you wanted to ever do, then today you would have missed out, or you would have been even worse yet, you would have been red on the day because penny stocks, they just weren't moving all that good. But the SPY now, my friends, that one took a nice dump, which allowed us to capture a really good trade on it, right? So this morning, early on in the morning, the SPY was what I was watching. It was on the watch list, and as soon as I saw the setup for me intraday, I jumped all over it instantly. I just went after it, and I have it all recorded here. I'll show you the live trade as it was unfolding and everything that we did today at the daytraderchatroom.com. Now, I'm super proud of the team today because, like I'm always preaching, being a well-disciplined, well-diverse trader is absolutely essential to the longevity of a day trader's career. And the team as a whole today showed that discipline with, I believe, 66% of traders being green on the day, and then the rest split up between red and didn't trade. And I'll show you those poll results here in this video. Now, the reason why most people were able to be green today was simply because, guys, they're disciplined, they're educated, and they've taken the time to go through the courses. I'm always, guys, talking about getting in there, going through the courses, going through the video lesson library. Our video lesson library alone has over 200 videos. Our courses, guys, I've worked so hard on those courses, it's crazy. It's not some like half-ass type thing. It's literally some really good courses, step-by-step, with quizzes, finals, exams, everything, all up in there. I put hours and hours and hours upon hours on those courses, guys. So they've put time in, they've gotten educated, and that's allowed them to be able to hit up really good green days and be very disciplined and learn how to properly trade, not just chasing momentum like some YouTubers show you, right? So without any further delay, we'll jump into the charts here. We'll go over the trades. I'll show you everything step by step. The only thing I ask of you is to just sit through the video. If you learned something, which I'm sure you will, smash the like button for me at the end of it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. It helps out tremendously. All right, now let's go ahead and jump into the charts. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this recap on the day. Banger of a day today, no doubt about that. SPY put options did very, very well for us. And, honestly, I didn't think the market was going to go as low as it did. After thinking about it a little bit more, it's not too surprising, but I honestly thought it'd take at least a couple days before we got to 435. This drop was nasty from 440s all the way down to 435. I'd expect this 435 area to hold a little bit of support, and if it can get back up over 436 and hold there, then we might see at least a little bit of continued choppiness maybe today, tomorrow, before any drops lower. If we drop lower, it's going to get kind of ugly really quickly here. We got to remain above 430. If we break under 430, then honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see the low 420s. All right. So, today started off like every other day. Scanners. Gap scanners showed a few good leading gappers. We put them on the watch list. Trade Idea Scans with a 15% off coupon code in the description of the YouTube video. And I thought, maybe we'll get a good shot at that. But the more we dug into the morning, the more we looked at things, the more I thought to myself, I think the play here is going to be on the SPY. And the team did very well today. Today's a tricky day, and a tricky day because most people, would think, oh, I'm just going to go trade small caps. And that's the difference between the daytraderchatroom.com and most rooms out there. They focus on these penny stocks only, and they try to scalp a few pennies every single day only, and they're not diverse. They're not diverse traders, right? But here at the daytraderchatroom.com, bang. On a day where I bet you're going to see a lot of people on YouTube videos talking about red, the daytraderchatroom.com, 66% of traders are green, 16% red, 16% didn't trade, so even split on those. But guys, being red is part of trading. However, being a diverse trader, learning how to trade different types of vehicles is absolutely essential. This is why it's important to learn how to properly trade, and why trading education is what we are always screaming about here at daytraderchatroom.com. We're always banging the table. Learn to trade, learn to trade, learn to trade. Don't rely on anybody, right? Just learn to trade. That's why we have courses, video lesson library with over 200 videos. That's why we put such emphasis on trading and learning to trade properly, right? This is why I go into recaps and live lessons every single morning, because education in trading is absolutely essential to the longevity of your career as a day trader, or as a trader in general, right? That's why we do what we do. So good job today, guys, in being diverse traders, because today's play was nothing more than SPY put options. Why? Look at SNOA, nothing. DBGI, nothing. GOGO, little slow grinder, but not much. ALF, now finally getting itself a little move, extremely choppy overall, right? PLAG, nothing. CEEI, this thing has been on an absolute tear on the daily chart, but as far as for day trading, not so much. And, you know, the list just goes on and on, right? Look at this. These are your leaders. Nothing, 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 nothing across the board. So, with that said, my main focus was going to be the SPY. Jerome Powell has his oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, he has to talk in front of Congress today and give his expectations, his status update, stuff like that, right? And what do we have from him? Well, he says inflation could last longer than expected. And what does the market not like? That kind of news. Big gap down on the SPY today, and then big sell-off right towards this 100-day moving average, which at this point almost looks like it's imminent to be tested. Maybe today, tomorrow. If it does it today, good Lord, if we drop another 2-3 points today, that's going to be really nasty. So we'll see what happens there. So with all those duds around, and knowing that most of the action seems to be over on the overall markets, on the SPY itself primarily looking at this big old drop, then what do? Well, we look to trade options. And if you don't know how to trade options, get into the options course in your member dashboard, right? That's what you need to do. You need to get into your options course in your member dashboard, because that is where I show you exactly how to trade options. You have all your courses here, including options trading. All right, so get in there and take advantage of that, right? Remember, guys, the poll results, we tally them up all the time, and this is what we look like as a unit, and there's a reason for that. So keep up the good work. Now, with today's trade, what I did was very simple. So if SPY breaks over VWAP here, I'll cut it. If it comes back down here to the lows, I'll take a piece of profit off. But so far, it's a little bounce attempt on weaker volume on the SPY. If it does get up over VWAP, I'll cut it. Let's go. This is how we do it. Nice, Jerry. Hell yeah, man. Love it. That's when you know you're learning. More profit off the table there, guys. Holding on to a small piece here, seeing how low it wants to go. The daytraderchatroom.com, guys, where we make money whether the market's going up or down. It doesn't matter. When you know how to trade, when you're educated on how to trade, you can make money when the stock market is going either up or down or even sideways. Tried to get some off there on that drop in front of that 437. Had an order out on the ask at 270. We got into the 260s. And let's go back in time to the moment I got into that trade. We open up, big gap down. Okay, big gap down. We get our first little bounce on the SPY. First little bounce on the SPY. And what did I say about that bounce? Low volume. A very low volume bounce. So right in here I came in, got myself some put options, okay? Then I added to my put options in this next candle and just wrote it down. What a drop on the SPY. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade right out the gates right there. So I'm long these SPY put options, so long SPY put options 438, September 29th expiration at 166. Okay, so I got them in this candle, added on this one, and I put myself in a nice position with a 160 average, a $1.60 average on these, and immediately took some profits off at 175 when we dropped. Then as we continued to drop, right, as we continued to drop, I went ahead and took more profits off as we dropped. So as we extended, more off at 180, more off at 191, and then we continued to drop. And I went ahead and took more profits off as we continued to drop and got some off at 228. Then I held on to a small piece of the position, okay, looking to see if we got extension down here to 437, because I expected 437 to be a potential bounce area. We bounced off of that 437 area, and I sold out of the remainder of my put options here on this candle at $2.18. Okay, from a $1.60 average, 228, 218, best take profits. I'll take it all day long. I had an order out when we were down here. I had an order out at 270, and we got into the 260s. I think I saw 267 on the ask at one point, and then we bounced immediately off that level. Not really thinking that we were going to dump as hard as we have. I sold out of it. You know, I sold out of the last piece of that position. Didn't think about adding. However, I did mention that I was going to look for what? Let me erase all this really quickly. And what I want you to notice is we get that bounce, and we do get nice little increase in volume down here. See how we hold this low? We have these two candles. I thought to myself, well, maybe we get a nice strong bounce here, and we'll see if VWAP holds resistance or not. So what I was thinking to myself was, let's see if we can get up here. I got on the mic and I told you guys, I want to see if we can get up here towards this 438.50, 438.40s area and reject that level. We reject that level, I'll look for a re-entry. We did not get up there quite enough, and unfortunately, that sucks because, bam, we got that big drop off that level, and that thing really sold off. It really sold off. So regardless, I wasn't too upset at myself at getting flat when I did in here, because I was trying to take profits at 270 and to get flat at 270, and we did reach that right in here when we made new lows. We got to 270. I obviously had no position, so I'm not upset that I didn't capture this crazy move to the downside that happened afterwards, because I was going to get flat here anyways. What I would be a little upset about is that we did not get up here to test this area where I wanted to enter a new position. So that kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. We caught a very nice move. All right, sure, this thing dumped, but you never know. You just never know. How many times have you not seen the SPY make a move like this, followed by a quick reclaim, and then get back up in here, and later on in the day even get into the gap? I've seen that happen a bunch of times. So I'll take my profits as I go according to my levels, and that's it. I'll be happy with it because that was my trade plan. That was my trade plan, and I traded my trade plan, and I'm happy with that because that's all we can do as traders. So good job today, guys. Congratulations on an excellent day. I'll be watching to see if I get any new setups. Again, watching for VWAP earlier, didn't get up there. So we got so much weakness in here that I'm not going to chase it to the downside. I'll wait and see what I can do on a proper setup, and that's it. If no proper setup presents itself, then I will gladly book this day, which is a very nice green day, and move on. Well, guys, that's it for me today. If you enjoyed it, if you learned something, remember to smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video, and I'll catch you on the next one.